we're going to use direct substitution, and that sometimes works very well. For instance, in this example, we can see when x approaches -1, there's no problem with that. We just put in -1 and we see what happens, and we get what the limit is equal to. So if it works, it works. That's the first choice we should make, if we can just plug in the number. Oftentimes it doesn't work because we're concerned about an area that we're not allowed to be in. But in these two examples here, A and B, both times it works, so that's fine. That's just called direct substitution. And that's what we're going to do down here in this problem. We're just going to substitute in the number and see what happens. So we'll say the limit as x approaches 5 of 10 minus x squared, well, that's going to be equal to 10 minus 5 squared, which is 25. So my limit is equal to 15. So my limit equals -15. Then for the next one, let's see, I'll say the limit as x approaches -3 of 2x squared plus 4x plus 1. And I'm going to plug in -3, so I'm going to say 2 times 3 squared is 18. And then 4 times -3 is -12. And then plus 1. So the limit of this function as x approaches -3 is 7. Can it be any easier than that? I don't think so. So then what happens if we're asked to find this limit down here where, -3, I can't put that in there for that. I'll get 0 on the bottom. Alright, so what I do is I get real close to 3. And even closer, and even closer. And then I come in from the other side, you know. Alright, so I do all that, and I say, it sure looks like it would be -5, so therefore it's -5. Okay, but wait out. There's another option here. And the option is to factor the top so that I see that the x plus 3 cancels on top and bottom. And that leaves me with something that I can directly substitute into. And I substitute in my -3 there for the x, and I get my -5. Now, it doesn't matter which way I do it. I can do it with the table, but that's kind of tedious to use the table. If I could divide out the thing that was the problem, that would be better. So that's what we're going to try to do down here. And so let's see. We say to ourselves, how do I factor this? Well, it's probably x. I got a negative middle term, so it's probably going to be -2 and x plus 1. And I quick check it, and I FOIL that out and multiply it, and I say, yep, that works. That's that top factored. And so therefore, as a result, I can say that x minus 2 is going to cancel. And now all I have to do is say the limit as x approaches 2 of the leftovers, which is x plus 1. Well, that's 2 plus 1, that's 3. So my limit must be 3. And I can use a graphing utility to confirm my result. I'm going to get a graph, and right around that area, it's going to be really close to 3 on the y-axis. And that will be my limit. And I'll post a picture of the graph. But for now, that's good. Limit's 3. So I know I'm not allowed to be at 2, but if I were, it's going to be really close to 3. It is 3.